Hey everyone, a lot has changed since our last release on Product Hunt a little over a year ago. Rock 2.0 brings a lot of new features and functionality that I'm super excited to walk you through today. So I will be talking about all-in-one, invite anyone and integrate it. Let's just quickly jump to the platform so you can see everything that's new. All-in-one mainly refers to the chat and tasks in one space. So instead of switching between different tools for your communication and task management, you can do both in the same place. As you may see, you have a full-fledged messaging module in here with reactions, GIFs, ads, polls, and so much more. But there's also a full-fledged tasks management functionality in a space. So you can switch between list view, board view, calendar view, and visualize deadlines in any project you might want to. And then within each individual tasks, you also have a lot of different fields that you can update and add information depending on the project you are working on. Something really cool about how they are integrated as well is that you can mention any task in the chat by just writing @task dot, and then all the tasks in your space will be visual. Like you see up above here, Jacob mentions to Emma about task number 2, landing page. You can just click on this link and will be directly brought to that task. Something else that you can do to combine messaging with task is you can select a few messages and you can move them to create a new task, a new note, a new topic, or comments under a task or note, which allows you to make the conversations in your spaces much more actionable than if you have to then go and manually insert that information into a task, a note, a topic, or into the comments of a different object. Something else that's really cool with Rock 2.0 is that we have made it much easier to invite people to your different Rock spaces and workspaces. So in a particular space, you can just add people in the space settings and you'll see that there's invitation links and add members. You can do the same for a workspace, which is a group of different spaces. So I'm in the Let's Rock HQ workspace here. If I click on the little pen, I can also invite new members as with my space.new link, or I can add them in a different way as well by their email. If I click on invite manually here, so then you can just add the person and decide whether you want to add them as a guest, a member, or an admin, depending on which permissions you want them to have. Now, also, let's say you want to collaborate with anyone on Rock and they don't have an account yet. We have also added new options for that. So I go to Jacob's account here, the settings and the quick connect panel. What I can do now is I can send a space.new link anywhere on the internet. This can be either an email, this can be on social media or somewhere else where you're communicating with people. Once the person clicks on this space.new link, they will get a group space on Rock and you can just start directly collaborating with them. If you're more of a visual person, you can also just add your QR to your website. You can add it to banners, your welcome card, business cards, and anything else, and have people directly join you on Rock. A final big change that we have introduced with the latest year is that there are loads of more of integrations available on the platform. So let's see the Files Mini app here. You can now integrate with Creative Cloud, Dropbox, Figma, Google Drive, OneDrive, Miro, Notion, and Smartsheet, which means that you can access project-related content without having to leave the space. So for example, here on content and production, I have my Google Drive content folder and I can see every file that's in there. Something really cool as well that happens because everything is integrated is that I can go into one of my tasks and add one of my cloud folders to a task. So for example, here I've added one of the content cloud docs, so you can also add in FAQs, add one attachment, and any person that accesses this task can directly go to the files without having to go searching for them, and you also have to add multiple links to your different files. Finally, we've also added a bunch of integrations for meetings, so you can start a Zoom, Google Meet, or Jitsi meeting in any space. Once you integrate them, it will just send a link to a meeting into the space. People can click on it and start meeting with you, or you can integrate Loom if you want to share an asynchronous video like the one you're watching right now. Besides that, we've also introduced a lot of different functionalities, so I'd recommend you sign up, try it out, and let us know what you think about it. See you on Rock.